all, it's Jimmy from the Motormigo channel. Today we're going to be doing a skid plate for the Honda CRF300L Rally. Now it's going to accompany the MotoSkill crash bars that came in from Thailand that I ordered. These were some great bars that I wish I had earlier because I definitely cracked the fairings, and ultimately it just means you're protecting the engine and leads to a safer ride. I'll say that when you're strapping the bike as well, it's great to have these front anchors because I honestly don't really trust the front bars on this. But anyways, amazing crash bar. I'm gonna be talking about the skid plate. So Pa, if you wanna talk a little bit.
With Valhouse Forge here, we'll remove the plastic fairings and stuff and plastic skid plate. We'll look at how we're going to be able to fabricate out of 1/8 inch or 11 gauge aluminum plate, something that could take a beating, and if we can do it, we'll find some ways to make it look pretty sexy as well.
Awesome, super cool. So, and just so that we can get everybody in the scope of what Valhouse Forge is and what we do here, yeah, man, what's your thoughts?
We are a high performance custom metal and wood shop. We work in 3D to 2D, all custom design. We have an industrial action arm that goes with that. We also have a 501c3 nonprofit where we help wounded warriors, first responders and stuff. So it's pretty fulfilling, and it's very eclectic, and it's a lot of fun at times.
Awesome. So let's get to this thing.
All right.
Let's knock this out. I'll get to work in this thing. Need a 10mm head to get the bottom skid plate off, and we use 5mm for the front skid. So let's get this thing off. We're here right now. We got the OEM skid plate off. We're going to be using this to take some measurements and basically replicate what Honda's engineers have already done. So let's take some time, let's get some measurements, and hopefully we can weld this thing in aluminum. So let's get it.
Significant transition. This front thing. You can say anything you want. We got to have a little bit of airflow.
Like a flat plate that's going from this bar to there?
I mean, it could have a slight angle.
Yeah, no, I think that'd be awesome.
And then we'll have a separate and distinct plate for the crash bar. Attaches on here and here and here and here, obviously here, and then underneath. That's pretty good shit. You know?
Yeah, I agree. We're gonna have a flat plate using these existing crash bars. It'll be super solid. We'll do awesome graphics, and then we'll just have the anchor point extension from these two front bars, and then these two bottom. All right, so assuming this thing is gonna be same, let's trace this thing out on some flat cardboard and we can cut from there. Okay guys, so now that we have the trace of the skid plate, we took the cardboard onto the bike frame, we're gonna go ahead and CAD this thing out and cut her on the plasma. So let's get to it. We ended up using the cardboard, and now we have a CAD file set. So let's go to the plasma table and let's cut this thing out. Okay guys, so we have the 16 gauge aluminum sheet on the plasma table, ready to cut the profile of the skid plate. Why did we go with 16 gauge on this?
It's lighter weight, it's going to be mostly easier to handle, and we're going to be able to reinforce. We can always add it. We can always add more stuff. So we got a few breaks in there. It's going to give it significant strength. Far superior to the plastic, original plastic, no matter what. And then we'll add a little bit of 16 gauge in other spots to make it very, very strong. Looks great, huh? it's looking epic.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
Agreed?
Yep. I agree.
All right. What do you think for next?
Should we start thinking about the flat bar here?
Exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I think we do our flat piece across.
Yeah.
That's pretty well done.
Yeah, it looks good.
Really well done. Yeah, it's metal. All right. So what are you thinking about for the cross piece across the top?
I'm thinking we do a flat plate and we keep it easy on ourselves. Okay guys, so now that the bottom plate is there, we're gonna end up doing a kind of a trapezoid, 14-inch width, 16-inch at the top, and then we'll have it envelope into these crash bars of flat plate. So let's get to it.
Didn't do it perfect, but it ain't bad. Okay.
So before we end up doing the flat plate, we're going to be looking at the 2 anchors that go into the frame. So that's looking at, what are we talking, Pa?
2 3/4 inches.
Okay.
Might be our best bet. You know what I mean? Bolt going through there.
We might have to weld a flat bracket onto the tabs.
I use gloves with the grinder.
I'm not telling them what to do. They just don't need to tell me what to do.
All right.
Comes all the way out here. Now the screw fucking bolts in from the front. Hole on the front, this goes all the way in, bolts in, flat bar.
I think you can get a socket head in that, right?
3.5. 3.5. It's got a little bevel to it. So.
And there's times when you need to turn on the finesse and get things exactly right, and times it don't matter. The bevel's the bevel. Don't overthink it. Always bust out a micrometer. This is pretty good.
It
got a little
it
slack.
covers the holes.
Yeah, and I really would make these, right? And then these will get welded to the ends.
Yup, I see that.
Make sense?
Yeah, that's gonna be nice.
Put a finger on top of that, hold it down.
All right.
Got it?
Yep. Man, this is gonna be awesome. Yeah, so we got M6 by 1. We'll hook up the 220 line up to the wall, and we'll get our welder going. Sound good?
Yep.
Awesome.
I could probably get a tack on there. Is that where we want this?
I think that would be nice.
Okay, I'm good with
I
that.
don't see a problem with tacking.
Oh, we're
bottom
gonna have to
skin.
tack it. We'll tack it and then we'll pull the fucker apart. Across the top there.
Okay.
Strong, capital AF. We have 2 pieces. This kind of dovetails together the way the original was. This one's going to sit behind, the top one's going to kind of come in front. So when you see a sharper angle, that's why. Right now we're looking at making a piece that's going to go in front. We'll make the holes so we can still get that in. And this is 11 gauge. So we're talking serious structural strength.
That seems pretty flush.
Definitely don't want to break it any more than that. Okay. Pretty close.
Man, that's pretty close.
The kiss of death with welding. As
to assume that all our angles are good. We move some stuff around. If we hard lock everything in and it's not aligned, it's never going together, and then we get to make a new one. So putting it back on the motorcycle, although painful for a custom build like this, put it on, get it exactly lined up, tack it into place, pull it off, hard weld.
All right, guys, so we got the 1/8 inch front plate on here, and yeah, we're gonna tack her in place. So let's get to it.
Here we go.
Yep.
Here we go.
Yep. Okay. Awesome.
Okay, so we did the initial fabrication out of the 16 gauge aluminum, and then because it's easier to work with, and then we reinforced that with a layer of 1/8 inch 11 gauge up here, and then 3 strips on the bottom of 11 gauge, and then a piece across the back section to add strength. I mean, just the notion that this isn't like 10 times stronger than the original. It's 100% there. For initial fab, fair. Totally functional, a lot of fun. It even cups. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I love the finish on it. Got the front plate on. It is extremely industrial, built like a tank, and ready for adventure. So, okay guys, so that was the Honda CRF300L Rally skid plate, custom design. Any thoughts on the whole process?
For those of you that are going to fabricate this stuff, just be kind to yourself. I mean, we made a one-off one. It kind of made it easy. Know where you need to be precision, know where you got a little slack. And I think if you look at our style build, it was I'd recommend it to anybody. And you'll, I mean, obviously we're at superior strength and something we can build in a day. So enjoy.
Awesome. I had a great time, guys. Of course, thank you for all the support. We're really looking to do the right thing here and bring together an awesome community. I know that you guys have been watching videos, and I just appreciate the support. We got some big ideas going on, but we appreciate everybody who's here. So have a good one. Stay safe riding and get out there.